In this episode, we talked to Lauren and Mark from the Syracuse Crunch about AHL All Star Weekend.
I hate you.
Yeah.
And they have them, they freeze the pucks before they go out.
Why?
Because it makes it so they don't bounce around.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't do that Skaneateles Lakers hockey?
No. No, we were playing in Allyn Arena. So we were playing in
you
the
didn't
rink.
need it.
We didn't
You
need
didn't
it. It was
need
6 below at all
Was that
times.
the one
You've
with
been, semi-covered.
the fence
Yes.
gates?
We played in open air arena. It was 6 below 0, so we didn't need to freeze the pucks.
Nope, you definitely did
Nope.
not need to.
We were lucky that we had our Def Leppard Pour Some Sugar on Me warm-up tape working.
Oh, that is, a little mixtape.
1985, man.
Yep.
Couldn't find the Ario Speedwagon one?
No.
Now the boys bring like a little mini Bose speaker and hook it up to somebody's phone, and they have playlists.
That's what they do?
And yep.
I'll put together
Slightly
playlists.
different.
Like mixtape, wait for the DJ to stop talking and then you hit record.
Do it the cheap way, you do the radio recordings.
Yep.
The top 40.
There you go. Casey Kasem.
Oh, I love it. We ready?
Yes.
Are you on?
Yep.
We've been, oh, there you go. Awesome.
We're on.
All right, ready?
Yes.
Hey everybody, this is Ben Riley at Life of Riley Distilling down in Cazenovia, and welcome to episode 4. You guys made the 4th episode. Don't you feel
That's my lucky
like
number.
awesome? We have Lauren Kochian from Arc of Onondaga and the welcoming committee from the Syracuse Crunch, and we have Mark Hayes, officially from the Syracuse Crunch, group sales, right?
Yep, senior director, yep.
Well, welcome.
Ooh.
Yeah, fancy title.
That
That's
does sound
impressive.
impressive. And it is an extremely big week for the Crunch. We're going to let Mark talk about this. They haven't hosted the All-Star game in 18 years.
Yep, yeah, last time was 1998. League came to us since it's the 80th anniversary of the American Hockey League. And Syracuse Stars, who was one of the inaugural teams, they won the inaugural Calder Cup that year. So bring it back to Syracuse and kind of put on a show like they haven't seen before.
So in terms of like how old the facilities are around the league, like where does the War Memorial like is it dead last? Because I think it's got to be
It's gotta
close.
be.
Yeah, we got one of the older arenas in the building, Adirondack, who was in our league but recently has since left, had a kind of a similar arena. But
Comfortable, yeah.
I think the War Memorial is about 55 years old now.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
So-
got to be the oldest in the league. Everybody has either renovated, right?
Yeah.
Or in a whole new building, whole new markets. I mean, because the league is totally expanding, right? I mean, it's West
Yeah.
Coast now, and
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, we Bakersfield,
yeah.
San
Wow.
Jose, Anaheim moved their team
know
out there.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they're all over.
Very cool.
Yeah, so it's moving. It's all across America. So
Very cool.
Our
So you're
building has the most character, though. It really
It
does.
is loud.
Yeah.
I mean, I will give it that.
Yeah.
It is loud, and it is the lighting is gotten so much better.
yeah,
Mhm.
Ephesus
Ephesus,
lighting. Yeah,
The Ephesus
Well,
lighting from Syracuse.
It does. It helps. It really helps. And they say it helps the ice, too, because it doesn't
The
get
glare.
so hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get so warm.
So we were just talking before we came on about freezing the pucks, and I never knew. I played since I was 4 years old. I never knew this. Monica, did you know that they freeze the pucks?
No idea.
Why do they freeze the pucks?
Totally old school. Why do they freeze
Why do
them?
they
I know
freeze-
they need them cold, but is it for
It just
for
helps.
ripping the shot faster, smoother, or something?
It just makes it go smoother across the ice and less bounce to it. I mean, if you've kind of used
Right.
a warm puck on the ice, you kind of see it kind of flying around when
Bouncing
you're passing.
around.
Yeah, bouncing around. So it gives it a little smoother surface and better for gameplay.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So this weekend, it's not just like a one-day affair for the All-Star game. The All-Star game is Monday night, but this is going to air Saturday night. So there's like a whole weekend of activities. So
There
what
is.
what does
Starts
what does
Sunday
the welcoming
afternoon.
committee like? What do you guys do? What is the whole
So
the whole thing?
it starts Sunday afternoon, right at the Oncenter. There's a VIP party,
Yep.
and that's people from all around the AHL and the NHL. Is that correct?
There'll be some people NHL wise. I think they have their All Star game that weekend too.
Yeah,
So
they're
very
in
cool.
Nashville, which is why we're Sunday Mondays. NHL is Nashville Friday, Saturday.
I've been to that arena. It's a beautiful arena
Yeah.
too.
See, if we had our act together, we could do both. So Sunday is VIP party sponsors, that kind of a thing, and that's at the Oncenter. And then they have a fan fest before the skills competition.
Okay.
On Sunday, it's fan fest for both days.
You're doing a good job. I
Yeah,
want to listen to you. Starts
down.
at noon.
It's pathetic.
Yeah, so it's going to go to about 7:15.
Yeah.
There is a VIP party, there's still tickets available for that. Moody McCarthy,
Nice.
who's from CNY, he's a comedian. He's going to do an act. We're going to have Five for Fighting. And Rob Bartlett, who's also a comedian, he's going to do a set. He was on IMS. He's done stuff with WWE.
Hysterical.
Awesome.
You Google him, he's really funny.
So, we're real excited to have those events happening. Toyota's a great sponsor.
Good.
I Love New York is a sponsor, and that we're trying to put on a party that hasn't been seen before with the other teams, and with the new format, it's not going to be East versus West. It's going to be.
Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, they're breaking up by divisions.
So cool.
4-on-4, 3-on-3 round robin tournament. It's going to be awesome.
It's going to look more like a pond hockey tournament than like an all-star game.
And that's what it should be, because if you get a bunch of all-stars, as you know, the talent level is so exceptional, and what happens is it doesn't count for anything. It tends to be kind of boring, right?
Yeah.
You're not getting hitting. You're not going to see any, fighting, anything like that. So
Right.
It really is probably the best use of skill players to keep it exciting is to do a 3-on-3.
It's so cool, and the
It is
crunch
cool.
has become synonymous with innovation when it comes to the game. I mean, you talk about the outdoor game. Were you at the outdoor game?
Yeah, of course.
That was amazing.
Yep.
It was 12 below that day, but we
Yeah.
were there, and then obviously Frozen Dome, and then now this. So what's next for the organization? Can you divulge here on the Week in the Life?
I hope that we
They'll come
can.
up with
Yeah.
Right?
We'll come up with
will
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll have a brainchild in no time. It might even happen during
The next day.
No, even during it.
Right.
He'll come up with something
All right,
during
let's work on
it.
this
Their
tomorrow.
phones are going to blow up. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh my God. Right. It's true. But exactly, and I think that was one of the reasons I wanted to be a part of the committee is obviously I'm a huge hockey fan, and my roots are in hockey. In fact, when I interned for the Crunch, we hosted the All Star Game. And a lot of those guys really are not only future NHLers, but they're future NHL Hall of Famers. When I was there, that was the years Zdeno Chara played in Syracuse, and Mark Savard, who isn't playing anymore, but he was an exceptional talent. I mean, you really do get, if you're into hockey especially, I think it's a great place to see real hockey, future stars, that type of thing.
And one of the things I like to say about hockey, and it's always been in my blood growing up, but if you've never been like to a live event, I'm not even talking All-Star Game or any of that kind of stuff. To me, it's the biggest transition from watching it on TV to being there in person. Just the speed, just the precision, just everything. It's so much more lively in person. It's amazing. So I think if anybody wants to come out and get their first taste of live hockey, this is a great way to do it because it's an awesome family-friendly event.
It is. And I think, I don't know why that is. You probably know better than I do. For some reason, it just doesn't translate as well from TV to when you're watching it in person, especially at a barn like the War Memorial, where you're all sort of.
I love it's called the barn. A rickety old barn, 55-year-old barn.
The old barn. It is.
But it's great.
But you feel like, there's really not a bad seat. You kind of you feel like you're kind of on top of the action, and it's one of those things it doesn't translate from TV to live, and I don't know why that is, but to go see it in a place like Syracuse, especially if it's your first time, you can't beat it.
I love it. So VIP is Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
So
And
tickets are still
FanFest.
available for that. How much are the tickets for that?
If you can get special ticket packages with VIP and the tickets, but if you already have your tickets and you want to get VIP, they're $40 a piece.
That's great.
A concert and you're getting two comedians. Funny Bone just had a show and it was like $35.
Absolutely.
So
that's not so.
pricing
So
is
still
reasonable.
get tickets there. So
Yep.
if people are watching this Saturday night, go to SyracuseCrunch.com.
or you can call the office 473-4444.
Okay.
And we'll be there all day Sunday. So
And then tickets still left for the All-Star Game.
yeah. So the way it works is it's as a package. So you get Sunday and Monday together. We didn't break them up. Wanted people to experience both days.
Perfect.
You can't break it up.
Yeah.
You got to do both.
Very
especially
cool.
especially that format. That's the first time ever, right? That an all-star
For the
is
new
gonna
format,
be,
yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
More history, right?
That's going to be awesome.
It's really
No,
cool.
we're pumped. We're ready to go.
I know.
So how long ago did you guys figure out you guys were going to have the All-Star game? Like, do you have to bid for it, kind of like the Olympics, or how does that process work?
Yeah, there's a bid process. All 30 teams are able to put the bid in, and we were fortunate enough to win it. So we found out probably late summer, probably around July or August.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say it was before the schedule came out, so we were able to kind of focus on it a little bit, get our fans excited about it. So we got our season ticket holders all squared away, and then just kind of start promoting it in-house. So
Now, why has the overall game day experience gotten? Because you guys have tickets. You guys have been going for years.
Ever, yep.
What have these guys done better recently? Because I went probably 10, 12 years ago, and it was great. It was a good experience. But how has the focus changed to make the game day experience just so much better? Because we've gone a couple of times this year, and it's been like off the charts fun. I mean, it's like a seriously fun night out. What do you attribute that to?
I don't know. You know what? I love the sport. So I mean, I could sit there by myself and watch it and have fun. But I think the music's always good. The promotions are they're just sort of always ahead of the curve. You know, they're always on top of what's the next big thing or the next coolest thing. And having Joe Nasty doing in-game, I think it makes it more fun.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think that you guys are always cutting edge.
Yeah.
Everything they do. I mean, and I'll brag because I don't work there, so I can brag. I mean, they really,
That's why I asked you the question.
they really do a phenomenal job. Not just, and I think that the affiliate helps too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Tampa Bay is an awesome organization. They're producing great talent, and I think that when you have an NHL club that's supportive, that always helps too.
Too cool. You guys have been with Tampa Bay for a couple of seasons now.
Fourth season.
Yeah.
First year we had them. We went to the Calder Cup finals.
Right.
One game short of a Calder Cup, which was pretty devastating. So,
well, that's what people don't understand is when you have the parent club, is a lot of times there's an inverse relationship with how good the clubs are.
Right.
Yeah.
Very very few times is the parent club good, and then the house club go. Well, I was call them a house club. The barn club.
The barn.
But it's tough because the Tampa Bay's been so good for so long, but the Crunch is kind of kept up with them.
Yeah, I mean everybody they've kind of given us. And they've pulled them up, have been contributors right off the bat.
Yeah.
I mean, Jonathan Marchessault, who was with us beginning of the year, he goes up and he kind of supplanted himself in the starting lineup. I mean, he's been amazing, and we haven't seen him back since. Vlad Nemestikov, Andrei Vasilevsky. I mean, the names keep going. Like all Marchessault and Nemestikov were our all stars last year.
Yeah,
they're NHL. Before that, Barbario, Johnson, and Gudis. Gudis is with the Flyers.
Right.
Johnson up with Tampa, and Barbario right now is with Montreal. I mean, we had a squad that year, that first year. Yeah, like how did we lose any games with that team that we had? It was just fun.
True.
Yeah,
too cool.
Yeah.
And if people want to get in contact with you directly about crafting ticket packages and things like that, I can tell you guys by personal experience. I mean, we sat in here in August or September, and you came up with a really really creative package that helped us and helped promote us. So how can people get in contact with you directly, and what kind of things are you looking for the rest of this season and then into next?
He's going to drop his cell phone number.
That's all right. You can drop a cell phone number.
No, you can call me right at the office. You can connect with me on LinkedIn and Twitter. I'm pretty heavily ingrained in social media.
Good.
Especially with Lauren. So she just put up a
I'm never on
terrible
social media.
picture.
During business hours, never.
No, but I'm always around. I'm going around the games. We're doing an industry night for servers and bar staff coming up in March.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Just kind of anything different, kind of off the wall.
That's the stuff. That's why they do stuff like that.
Yep, I love it.
I do too. It's a great idea.
I mean, the reason why I like doing what I do so much is I get to connect with people and doing these different things. I mean, the Crunch have been great by letting me just kind of go off and do different things. They rarely say no. And if they do say no, we just kind of present it differently, and maybe they have a better idea how to improve it, and most of the times we do it. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I mean, just the All Star Game, Frozen Dome, and just these events alone.
Yeah.
They want us to put on these mini events every home game, all 38 home games. So
It's almost like you're running your own business within the business. That's amazing.
Have you done hockey in heels?
we do hockey in heels. I personally have not done hockey in heels.
No.
I might throw my
Have you
name
done
in
the
the
polar
hat.
plunge in heels?
I'm kind of mad you didn't invite me to the polar
I
plunge.
didn't do it this year. We'll do it next year. We need to think. Well, we'll do a hockey
I had
theme.
my costume already.
We'll do a hockey theme. Whatever that entails. We can all wear Crunch jerseys.
So we only have. How much time do we have?
14 minutes. Or 15 minutes. We're in 15.
Okay.
Sorry, we have 5 minutes.
Sorry, we can
to go.
cut
I don't
it
know
in
how to
it.
do math.
Yeah.
So we always have the producer question, and I don't know what it is ahead of time, and she asks all three of us.
Cool.
So it could be anything to do with Crunch or AHL or Arcavanadaga or LOR. So we're gonna put Monica on the spot or anything.
Okay, what are you most proud of and why? Or who are you most proud of?
You can start because you're in the middle.
Okay, who? I can say who.
Who or
Yeah.
what?
Okay.
Who or what?
Oh, there's a lot. Okay. Well, I'm most proud of being a mother of a 12-year-old and an 8-year-old who, Jonas and Helena, who are pretty awesome children. Actually, so awesome that my ex-husband and I are like, how can we even take credit for how cool they are? Because they're really not that cool, but they're pretty awesome kids. A dancer, a hockey player, basketball, straight A's,
Wow.
cute to boot, you name it. So.
Who are you most proud of?
Probably would say I am most proud of the outdoor classic. I think that was like the first event, never been done before.
How long had you been with the
It was
Crunch when that
awesome.
happened?
That was 2010.
Yep.
I'm 10 years in now, so I think it was my 4th season. So I mean, we had never put on an event like that, and doing it at the fairgrounds at the grandstand, and you're doing a horse track. You're building a hockey rink out of nothing. So I think that was probably the most proud. I mean, just all the challenges that arose through it.
The skydiver.
That guy.
That was insane.
Best.
I didn't think he was going to make
Jessie
it.
I didn't either.
James, wasn't she? Isn't that her name?
Yep.
She's a country pop singer who sang. Did she sing the anthem?
She sang the national anthem. Yeah, we had the last jet flyover from
That's
the
right.
174th.
Yeah.
So just that right
was
there.
so
Like
cool.
I remember I was just talking to Jim Sarosi, our COO. I was like, remember because we were watching a jet flyover. I was like, as soon as that happened, I could not control. I started bawling.
Sure.
I had chill. Yeah,
Yeah,
I had a lot
that-
of moments that day where you had chills. I mean,
Yeah.
it was pretty.
Mhm.
It was pretty unbelievable.
Plus, we didn't sleep. We went straight from a game and went straight through the night, setting everything up. There was gusting winds.
Because it was a 1 o'clock puck drop, wasn't it that day?
4
Was it? I don't remember.
4 or 5.
It was pretty. Was it that late? I thought it was.
The sun was still out.
I remember
yeah.
my son skated. He had
Or
hockey
maybe
practice at the Coliseum that morning when kids still skated there.
Oh wow.
So we were
I
there
used to
like
skate
6
there.
o'clock in the morning. Everybody put their snow pants on after practice, and all the hockey families just went right over to the grandstand for it. It was an awesome day.
Yeah.
It was an awesome day.
That was like the first big event
That was a big deal.
Yeah.
You should be proud.
And me, I'm gonna steal her answer. It's the kids. That's a piece of cake.
Yeah.
That's a piece of cake. Professionally, I'm proud of this baby right here. But yeah, personally, it's absolutely the kids.
Yep.
So that's it. We're good.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was fun.
Piece of cake. Now we get to do your cocktail hour.